Welcome. It's lunchtime in the UK, Tuesday afternoon. That can only mean one thing. Suzy gets to light a candle and wave her magic wand. So today we're going to be working with the energy of red Jasper. It matters not if you have the stone. It doesn't matter whether you have it or whether you don't. We're just going to be working with the energy of it. And it's the stone of grounded strength. So that's what we're going to be meditating on today. I hope my camera's okay. Whenever this goes out live, I can see myself all in totality. And then when I get the recording later on, it's just like half of my face. Anyway, grounded strength. It's also the stone of responsibility, fairness, and stability. So a story that's been noodling around in my head the last few days is that last week in my local craft club, I overheard two ladies speaking about, those very expensive scissors, that I think they're dressmaking shears or dressmaking scissors. They're weighted, perhaps. They're very special, and we only have to drop them once, and they never quite cut the same. And I was just kind of on my run this morning thinking, God, I'm so glad, because they end up out of alignment. That's the point. And so they never quite cut the same. And I was thinking, God, I'm so glad that we're not like scissors and that we can come back to alignment. We can come back to center and steady ourselves in any given moment. And that might take practice, but that we can build that capacity, can't we? And I think sometimes for me, the challenge is when I've kind of dropped myself or I've fallen off center or, life happens, doesn't it, during the day? We can end up kind of, wobbling, falling, grappling, and then I judge myself for that. I judge myself then for feeling heavy or for procrastinating or for feeling stuck, and then that kind of just compounds the the moment. And so I think really our sole job in those moments is to stabilize the layer where we're at, isn't it? I think it's Abraham Hicks that they say regularly, you can't get heat to here from here. Sometimes I think we think we can just kind of mindset high vibe our way to some euphoric state or other, when in fact all of the experience is precious and all of the experience is worthy if we can just stabilize and honor where we're at. And that for me is grounded strength that we're speaking about with the red Jasper. That for me is being steady. And I love that. So maybe the stone of red Jasper isn't so much a stone that stops us from falling, but that stops us from falling, but enables us to come back to self, to come home at any given moment, which is always inside of us, isn't it? That's always, it's always there. It's not in anyone else. It's not outside of us. It's within us. So let's build up that capacity now, that muscle, to find our grounded strength. I think perhaps if you're in America, you might be, it's Thanksgiving week, isn't it? That's kind of that can be quite a hectic time, I imagine, and there's lots to do and lots to get done. So we can just kind of practice centering ourselves in any given moment and taking away the red Jasper magic of grounded strength. So we can just take 3 nice conscious breaths here. I'll just check my notes to make sure I didn't miss anything. Just let's close our eyes. We can take 3 nice deep breaths into the belly, filling the lungs, and a nice, long, slow exhale. I'll do that a couple of more times. A long, slow exhale. Final time. Landing in this moment in our bodies. And we might just feel the weight of our body landing. Noticing how the chair is supporting you, the ground is beneath your feet, perhaps. Perhaps allowing the earth to take just 2% more of your weight to support you that bit more. And then just coming further into the body, if you have a crystal in your hand, you can feel that between your fingertips. If not, that's fine. You can just rub your fingertips together at such a tension that you can feel the ridges and the lines. And if your mind is all over the shop, you can just gently tug it back to your felt sense, your fingertips. Perhaps you notice the temperature of your fingers, if it's cold where you are. Just gently sensing what's here now. Not going into fixing mode or thinking, rearranging. We're just noticing. So you can let your hands drop gently on your lap. And then we're just going to honor and accept where we're at in this moment. So if there's tiredness there, you can just notice it. If there's frustration there or an underlying hum of anxiety, discombobulation, just notice it. A sense of stress about the coming days, things to do, people to see, gifts to wrap, maybe. I don't know. Do you do Thanksgiving wrap gifts? And maybe there's peace. Maybe there's steadiness today. We do have those days occasionally, don't we? And so we can honor that too. We can notice that too. We're accepting of where the moment holds us. If there's overwhelm, sadness, feeling a bit lost, just notice where this sits in our body and honor the moment. Knowing that when we notice all the different permeations of ourselves and the different aspects of ourselves, that we are allowing the full experience of life. We're not bypassing and missing the gold in all of those emotions and feelings. And this stone of grounded strength, the red Jasper, is really allowing us to just simply be here for what is true for you in this moment. And now maybe you just allow the notion that you don't have to do everything alone. That you can reach out for support or help. Remembering that life is not happening to us or punishing us in any way. That it's there awaiting our presence, our moment of sitting with our own truth and our own breath. Maybe there's a little bit more space opens up as we realize that we can hold more trust for the unseeable, for what we can't see, and that there's support there that we might not even understand. And then finally, we're in this kind of play. I think was it Randas. I love when he says, "I'm loving awareness." And so it's noticing that in these wobbles or in the heavier moments, that we are able to hold ourselves, are able to support ourselves in with tenderness and compassion. Just rest in this place for a moment. Allowing yourself to be wherever is. Take a couple of nice deep breaths. You can wiggle your toes. And again, just a final eyes as you perhaps open your eyes. A final reminder from Red Jasper that a reminder that steadiness, that kind of sense of being grounded within ourselves, isn't something that we have to fight for or grapple for or get frustrated over. But it's something that we can return to and come back to in any given moment if we just give ourselves just 10 minutes, or even less, light a candle. If we find, as I often do, I find myself in the cesspit of my mind, I can just light a candle and some incense, make the moment sacred, take some breath and breathe in some air, exhale some shit, and hold ourselves wherever we're at to stabilize that layer rather than thinking we've got to get all happy, and put in that pressure on the pressure that's already there. So thank you. I think Marika is with me. Bless you. Thank you for joining me. I'll post this out later or maybe first thing tomorrow. But thank you so much. And happy Thanksgiving to those that celebrate. And yeah, bless you. And enjoy. May the rest of your day be all the magic and peace. Talk to you, bye.